28 years later's 3 new cast members are a really bad sign for Cillian Murphy's return. After decades of waiting and countless fan campaigns, 28 years later is finally coming. Danny Boyle and Alex Garland are teaming up once more to breathe new life into their iconic post-apocalyptic universe. But as excitement builds around the franchise's long-overdue continuation, a troubling detail is emerging. The 3 newly announced cast members may be a sign that Cillian Murphy's long-speculated return isn't happening at all, or at least, not in the way fans had hoped. The new cast, a new generation of survivors. The upcoming 28 Years Later sequel has confirmed 3 high-profile additions. Jodie Comer Killing Eve, Free Guy, Aaron Taylor Johnson Bullet Train, Craven the Hunter, and Ralph Fiennes' The Grand Budapest Hotel, Harry Potter. Each of these actors brings serious talent and a distinct energy, signaling a fresh direction for the franchise. On paper, it's a dream team, especially for a film that's looking to relaunch a dormant saga and potentially spin off into a trilogy. But that's exactly where the red flags start waving. These actors aren't just cameos or side characters, they appear poised to lead the narrative. That leaves little room for the character who defined the original, Cillian Murphy's Jim. The Ghost of Jim, a franchise without its anchor? Murphy's performance in 28 Days Later was raw, emotional, and haunting. As Jim, the bike courier who woke up from a coma to find the world overrun with rage-infected monsters, he wasn't just the heart of the story, he was the story. His quiet transformation from dazed survivor to hardened fighter became the emotional compass of the film. While 28 Weeks Later opted to move away from Jim, and instead focus on a broader scope with new characters, it never captured the same intensity or intimacy. Fans have long yearned to see Murphy return, especially now that the timeline has jumped another 2 decades. But introducing 3 powerhouse actors as the film's central focus sends a clear message. The future of 28 Years Later doesn't include Jim in a leading role. If he returns at all, it may only be in a cameo or a distant mythic figure, and that feels like a missed opportunity. Thematic shift, from personal survival to societal collapse. Another reason Murphy's return feels less likely lies in the tone the casting implies. Ralph Fiennes brings gravitas and authority, suggesting his character might be involved with government, science, or organized resistance. Aaron Taylor Johnson tends to play physically capable, action-oriented leads. Jodie Comer, meanwhile, has made a name playing characters with layered trauma and sharp instincts. Together, they hint at a more ensemble-driven, possibly militarized story, one likely to explore broader sociopolitical dynamics in a ruined world rather than the small, intimate, character-driven survival tale that defined 28 Days Later. This thematic evolution is exciting, sure. But it's hard not to feel like it's leaving behind the simplicity and emotional weight that Jim brought to the story. The original was never about saving the world, it was about finding something to live for in a world already lost. That's what Murphy embodied. Without him, 28 Years Later risks becoming just another zombie epic instead of the poetic horror masterpiece fans fell in love with. Studio strategy. Star power over continuity. There's also the cynical but plausible explanation. Hollywood math. Casting Comer, Taylor Johnson, and Fiennes makes headlines. These are actors with global recognition, award nominations, and passionate fan bases. Cillian Murphy, while now an Oscar winner for Oppenheimer, built his reputation on quieter, moodier roles and wasn't even in the franchise's second installment. If the studio wants to guarantee box office success and potentially launch a trilogy, their priority may be injecting star power rather than paying off 20 years of character history. Murphy's involvement, if it exists, could be symbolic, a passing of the torch, a flashback, or a tragic final note, rather than a continuation of Jim's journey. When fan service isn't enough. To be clear, 28 years later has every chance of being a phenomenal movie.